Hello, everyone. Nazo the Hedgehog here, and welcome to episode 3 of Nazo's podcast. Today, I do have three newcomers to the thing and one returning guest who might as well be the the co-star here, the co-host. So why don't we have you guys sign in?
Uh,
Oh yes, Knuckles the Dread. So anyone seen my beauty anywhere? Where'd the 9 go?
And I am Shade, a bio android created by Saiyan DNA and Black Gun's DNA.
Well, hello everyone. Since I'm listening to these two over here, my name's Hero the Hedgehog, and well, welcome everyone.
and I, the bird of Hermes, Alucard Helsing. Good to first time being here on a podcast.
Yep.
Get used to it. I haven't done it for a while.
Neither have I, and I'm actually a returning star on it.
Yeah, because you and Leo were the first two, and then you and Scourge, and now you and the others. So,
Hey! Join the conga at this point.
So you're saying join the club because we got jackets?
I've got a vest, not a jacket. Get it right.
Well, how was I supposed to know? You're not showing
You
it
should
off.
know. You've seen, bro. You've seen me. You should know.
I'm already giving you a hard time, dude.
When do Americans not give the British a hard time?
I mean, there was two certain people that did that before, and I could give you the example in a bit. Also, hey Gabby,
Gabby's saying hello to everyone in the chat, and asking how our day is going.
Oh, my day's all right.
Isn't it evening for you?
Mine is
actually, no. We're in nighttime right now because it is 9:30.
So there you go, Knuckles. You were somewhat
I was
right.
correct, wasn't I? Hey, I know my time zone. You have to when you're on the sea.
Yep. Anyway, also Gabby, for the record statement of this podcast, it's just Alucard for now, because you know.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, this is almost becoming unplayable with this lag.
But
Oh boy.
Okay, just to give y'all context, but I think Nazo and Knuckles the Dread already knows this, but if you had not seen my partner, Neo Shadow, he's basically like me, a Mobian, but also human.
I've seen that before.
Yeah, he also was fused with Infinite to become Neo Infinite. In other words, the true ultimate life form.
If I had £1 for every time I've heard that this week so far, and we're not even through the middle of the week, I'd be rich already.
I would say the same thing for a penny too.
No, I'm being serious. The amount of times I've heard that through texts, calls, anything relatable, I'd be rich already.
Dude, I'm saying the same thing too.
I mean, both you ain't wrong. That'd be the same thing if I had a quarter or a nickel every time I hear that.
No, you should say $1 because that just means you get richer quicker.
Yeah,
I mean, I say it for a penny because I hear it every goddamn time.
Sorry. I'm sorry, but a penny isn't worth anything these days. I'm sorry.
Every little bit helps, you know. The currency that we're having is not going so well.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Every time you have a quarter or a nickel, you can put it in a cash machine. You can get, like, whatever price on it.
Still, money's money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Krabs.
Hey, how dare you try and make fun of me? Anyways,
has anybody here Okay, I'm only asking this question because I've never ate it before, and if anybody has, I would just like to say what you think of it. Who he has eaten crabs?
Not me.
I had
Anybody?
no choice but to. Also, to answer the question for Gabby, I'm still upset that Sonic dared let my beauty get away and take it from me.
Your beauty.
It's a giant blue gem. It's mine.
What is it? An emerald?
Again, Sonic Prime.
I haven't
Hero.
seen it yet because I'm saving
Hero.
myself for a week. I can actually binge watch it.
So
Hero.
I'm sorry, it's a spoiler for you, but
Is it a okay? Is it an emerald or is it a sapphire or is it something else that I can list down
it's
to the
a
millions of
giant
things?
blue crystal that goes with these
Hero.
other crystals that are holding the
so-
multiverse together.
Hero, come here. We're basically dealing with an echidna version of Rouge, but male.
Well, technically,
You know,
technically you ain't wrong because think about it. Let's just say if Knuckles the Dread, which is you, amigo, would it meet up with Rouge the Bat? I guarantee you two be hitting it off pretty well, considering the fact y'all like
I mean,
those
the amount
rappers.
of times I've dealt with something like that is pretty a lot at this point. Actually, in fact, I've just never dealt with everything at this point.
The
This is
other
just-
me is obsessed with a giant blue gem called a Master Emerald. Does that
and you're
not
obsessed with something else
drive
as
you?
well, so you can't say anything. You can't.
Look,
If you do, you would be identified
look.
as a hypocrite.
Look,
Yeah,
look,
that's actually very true.
look, Knuckles. No offense, dude. But on the same
Knuckles,
but on the same nutshell, your counterpart, which is the one that ain't a pirate but still guards something, even he wouldn't let anyone take the Master Emerald.
Exactly.
But the thing is though, you're kind of different. You're like a pirate that wants to collect something, keep it. Same thing as Rouge, except that the one Knuckles has doesn't want it to be taken off the island because the island would fall down and go splat.
except
Yeah.
every time he is tricked by a flippin' fat human.
Yep.
And I just
Who
like
makes
shiny.
machines and loses to a blue hedgehog.
That's the reason I know this because this is the same scenario.
I mean, it also gives me power. I can shoot lightning from my sword.
But that wouldn't be enough, though. You see, when you use avatar-like abilities against someone who has the ability of chaos, it would rather be pointless when it comes to a fight.
Sonic actually did use the power of chaos. These gems apparently are all chaos energy.
They are.
I mean, technically, you're not wrong. I mean,
He's not
my
wrong.
I mean,
I mean,
I'm chaos energy myself.
Nazo,
So am I.
I would also say my partner Neo Infinite is chaos energy because he has one wrapped around his neck.
Nazo, can I just say something to you? You do not need to tell us your story. If I wanted to tear you down by just telling your story, I would. You are just the freaking angsty child anger energy from the freaking emerald. That's all you are.
Now, let's just calm down. He's
No.
changed.
No, hang on. I am not. I am fine. I am totally fine.
Are you sure? Because you look like you're rather pissed off, my guy.
No, I'm fine. I'm a little. I'm not angsty at him. It's just somehow the game is very, very laggy. So I'm gonna.
Not just the game, but I'm pretty sure you're worried sick about your son.
That too, but I can look. I
Scar.
can. In fact, you know what? Since we have a pirate in here, I know a game perfect to play. Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
There you go.
Okay, now
Fandom is toxic as hell.
Okay, now that I could agree with because I had a buddy of mine. He played it. There was just one asshole in particular that wouldn't shut the hell up, and I just freaking blocked the dude. Like it was back in the PS3 era.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yep. When it came to other Assassin's Creed games, like the ones for multiplayer, it was just that.
Yeah. I do remember this was years ago. It was with my old friend. Now, obviously, he was more of an Xbox fan, but then I went to PlayStation after I went to whatever. And I do remember playing Black Flag, and it was basically when you're hunting down, like sharks and stuff like that. And I was just like, I really like this. I literally just got this game for like a $5, and
Sounds
it's
like
got
it's not
and,
really your
and
style.
it's got everything. It's literally got every DLC in it, so I don't have to pay an extra thing for anything else.
I'll also hold that thought. She's wondering if we've seen the Mario movie, and Gabby, you already know my answer. My answer is no, and I haven't yet, and I'm pretty sure I don't know if they did.
I have not seen the movie. I haven't caught up with a lot of
I've had
movies.
no time to see such movie when I'm dealing with, preparing for the next season of
I thought
whenever we're
you were
doing it.
Knuckles. I just thought you were just going to say you were busy polishing your flipping protection. The most protected, valued thing.
But anyway, I have
Which is
not
right now
seen the
Rusty.
film yet either.
So I'm basically the only one who's seen it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah.
But
I want
please,
to see it because Bowser's in it, but
I'm not. Listen, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm just going to
Thank
say
you.
the movie is good.
as
And
a cultured
that's it.
person, we do not do it. We do not spoil.
yes, as a fellow
Let's
cultured
just
person,
say that we
I
are
do
not
spoil
going
it.
to. The only thing I don't like what I've heard is apparently this whole song of them constantly singing peaches, 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 peaches.
oh my god!
Don't even get me, buddy. Started.
Listen.
And also, Gabby, it's okay. It's okay. Just relax.
We're gonna watch it at some point when we actually have time to watch it, but
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're not going to spoil it.
Yeah, we're not going to. I am never one to spoil a movie anyway. I mean, I have been around people who have spoiled movies, and all I have to really.
My
Yeah,
buddy's
yeah.
phone. Sorry, don't ask.
I'm not going to. I know where
Someone
that's
is more
from.
popular than Dr. Dope.
I know what that's from too. And
Oh,
I have
it's a
someone
good
right
ring.
beside me who wants to talk about it.
It's a good ringtone. You cannot say that is not a good ringtone because that is a good
It's-
ringtone.
Actually,
It's nostalgia.
It's not a ringtone. It's more of a notification.
You know what I mean.
The other one that would be my ringtone was the Infinite theme from Sonic Forces.
It's a
There
good
you go.
song. That's a good song as well. I will not lie.
To me, I Am All of Me is much more better.
Yeah, but that's no, I'm not
that's
even
the
gonna say
shadow.
it.
We're talking
wait.
about Infinite here.
Wait. You know, I'm glad you two brought up something because I've been hearing there's a famous YouTuber who's been mashing up some music with the favorite characters.
Using AI, which I'm not surprised is Eggman or the Egg Council, whatever they're calling themselves these days.
Well,
Egg
allow me.
Council.
Let me give you the best examples. They combine Infinite's theme with all Linkin Park music. Yes, and this was true and confirmed.
Oh, boy.
And they also combined the same thing for Infinite's theme with Michael Jackson.
If there's one thing that I hope we can all agree on, if Sonic Forces did one thing perfectly, it's the music they brought out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and also
I would
there
personally agree.
and also there is a mashup of Shadow the Hedgehog's "I Am All of Me." It's based on Little V. It's also based on Nate Wants to Battle. And the other one, I think it's the other song that had the, or I think it's the original intro from Shadow the Hedgehog game, if I remember it carefully. They were all mashed up. They were all mashed up into a triple remix.
Oh boy, that would take a lot of time.
Trust me, I know a YouTuber who done it so quick, it was not a problem. But here's the thing: if you just want Nate Wants to Battle and Little V, then you can go for the double remix. Then you can go for the double remix of "I Am All of Me," and then that should just that should fit the bill right up your alley.
I've actually done something myself. I did a mashup of "I Am All Me," but two versions: the classic and the orchestra.
Yeah,
and trust me, rock and roll and orchestra, if you can do it perfectly, you got a badass combo.
Oh
Well,
boy.
oh, funny enough, there is one more thing I forgot to mention. They did combine one song in particular that I think y'all can agree that it fits the mashup pretty well.
Hmm.
And I said it's about the same YouTuber that did the mix for Infinite's theme. If I can
Why
remember
is this
that.
all reminding me? Because it's really making me. I'm just singing the flippin' Infinite song in my bloody head, which is. I like the song. I think out of all the Sonic Forces, Infinite's theme song, I think was just my downright favorite. I could not get over that. It's just making me just think of me just like for a whole day I listened to this freaking song. I don't know what compelled me to freaking do that, but it was
Okay,
fun.
okay, the two songs in particular, one was based on the anime Ghost in the Shell, which if you have seen it, I or have not, I would recommend it. The other one was from Sonic Frontiers Vandalize, if I remember carefully.
Oh, the credits song.
Yeah, anyway, mix two of those together, you got Vandalize and Rise. A Ghost in the Shell mixed with Sonic Frontiers.
Oh boy.
There's actually a person who made his own remix for his own series that he's planning to do. I think it's a Sonic Frontiers anime, I believe.
Ooh, I heard that's pretty good. Oh,
No,
there's one more thing I forgot to mention.
go ahead.
Excuse me. There is one more
You
Linkin. There is one more Linkin Park mix with one song in particular.
Okay.
That is.
Undefeatable. Well, numb, but undefeatable.
Oh, we got a question for Knuckles the Dread.
Yep.
Do you think the blue shard is a treasure of gems?
It is the ultimate treasure. It's mine, and it's also powerful.
So what would happen if I try to steal it?
Oh, please. You're not a
You're gonna walk
rude.
the
Don't
plank.
even
I'll
stop.
drown you. I'll waterboard you.
Uh,
Feed you to the sharks.
uh,
We even have
Please.
sharks.
Look,
Uh,
we don't need a recreation of something from, Ice Age Continental Drift, and we don't need somebody pretending to be Rouge.
Relax.
and
I'm not
and
saying that as a legitimate way. I'm saying hypothetically. No need to get so literate over there.
and not to mention, even though it is hypothetical, the outcome is that you're like a cybernetic android, and Knuckles the Dread here is an echidna that's a pirate that also has, if were to touch the emerald, were to shock you, or in this
Yeah,
or
it shoots lightning. It blew up egg drones like they were nothing.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to my
Listen,
cabin.
you hadn't known me from the things I've done down in hell. I've
Uh,
battled many demons like my life is on the line for
Wake me when
over
he's done,
10
please.
years.
Just wake me when he's done, because he's done this a million times in front of me.
honestly, at least it's comedy where the comedy is at its finest.
Do you think I care who or what I'm against? I'm still gonna punch him as hard as I can and swing my sword like the wild banshee I am.
I mean,
Good
the
luck
first
with
part.
that. I am a
mean-
sword duelist after
I
all.
mean, the first part is quite accurate to the Knuckles that I know, but he doesn't swing a sword around.
If I'm not mistaken, the fact that this dude is a cybernetic android, I think this dude could also adapt and copy people's moves like a copycat.
Not necessarily.
Or and vice versa, copy Hedgehog.
Not necessarily. I have my own abilities. I adapt and learn as I fight.
Look,
I have my own ways.
Look,
Really
as
don't-
long as he's not that one person that just continuously steals and then just keeps using the moves as if he's like a spammer in some type of flippin' third-person shooter game, we're all good.
I'm not that type of person.
I'm glad you're not.
Listen, I dealt with those many times. When you upset them, it's the funniest thing you can ever possibly imagine. Trust me, I made people rage quit before. It's funny.
Also, are you talking about batting when you're talking about a bat?
No, we're talking about like an actual species.
Also, hold that thought a minute. Our
That
fan.
is her name, by the way. She
Yeah.
looks like what I believe. We ran into this other bat called Ruff, who is with another me, by the way. Great time.
Well, anyway, hold that thought. A
Why do I
person.
feel like this is you know what, but a threesome style?
We
Hey,
do have a
yo,
question in the
what?
chat.
Oh yeah, we do.
That's what I was gonna say. Hold that thought. We have a question from Dark Edge here.
Okay.
If you could see any character potential come into Sonic Prime Season 3, who you wanted to see, and why would be the reason?
I can't really answer that
Neither can I.
because I haven't seen it, so I can't really answer that.
There
You and I
isn't
are on the
gonna
same
be
page,
anyone
Hero.
else. All we know is that Nine, apparently this Tails, like doppelganger, whatever you want to call them. There's three different foxes. They all look the same. It's hard to tell who is who except for Nine has these 9 tails. He has gems that he took up to his place called the Grim. I'm very confused. It's all too much for my brain.
Simpleton at its finest.
All I know is that he
mean,
stole them, and if we don't get them back, the world as we know it is gonna die.
that
Why do
sounds
I-
like that
I
sounds
feel like
exciting.
this is cliche over here.
It's,
I've dealt with
it's, just,
similar problems like that too.
it's just called a Saturday morning. I don't know what you're talking about.
It is, to be honest with you. It's definitely a Saturday morning.
Hmm.
But it's on a Monday, unfortunately.
You don't have you. You know what? Forget it. I'm not even gonna try and work with you at this point.
Okay. Well, okay. How about for anyone's sake? How about if you don't mind, I'll give y'all some questions I can ask because
Yeah.
That's
Well,
fine.
I'm fine with that.
Sure.
I'm just enjoying being a pirate.
Well, I'll put it this way. Now, this question may sound a little bit awkward because since Knuckles the Dread is pretty much a pirate who lives somewhere that doesn't have like
There
electricity.
are islands, but there's like maybe they're all very small islands.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. The way your pirate life works, you don't have like electricity like in the future and stuff and all that.
We do
Question-
now. We have a ship that can fly. We have Rusty, who is a robot version of Black Rose, who's able to power things up. We do have electricity. How do you think I'm talking here?
I was going to say okay. Let me put it in a way that you can understand. Do y'all have a favorite music you listen to? And I don't mean like Sonic theme wise. I mean like you know,
Genre wise.
yes, genre wise. Like for example, for me, I listen to Fame on Fire, Plastic Heart.
Does rock and roll count?
Yes.
Yes.
And yeah, it counts. I just didn't know if you know.
Oh yes, I love it. Like ever since Rusty got us connected to, I think it's called the Egg Net.
Mm-hmm.
I'm able to listen to many different music, and let me tell you, it's really good. I do have favorites.
Okay.
You ever heard of this band called Ailstorm?
I don't think so.
No.
No.
Also,
I don't think I have.
Well,
Also-
okay, so Rusty's instructing me to well, she's helping, so she's gonna help me get a thing. It's called a link to the song, and then I'll send it in the private chat thingy so you can check it for yourself.
Basically, y'all using an internet browser where she could send the link into the private chat.
Yeah, she's controlling the computer for me. I just tell her what I want, and she's gonna do it for me since she's the tech genius here. All I see is just bunch of buttons and a screen here.
Just don't push the red button, whatever you do.
Yeah, don't.
Definitely do not push the red button. You'll start a war that would cause
look,
destruction
look.
to our planet.
More.
I know we've all had that temptation to push the red button, but just do not touch the red button.
Oh, I
Don't
know
get
that's
me
gonna.
don't get me started. With the last time when someone said don't push the red button, I'm thinking of Postal 3.
You wouldn't be far off that, you know.
Right.
When I
But
think of someone doing it, it says, "Calm down, Stalin. Don't push the red button."
also hold on. I gotta read what Gabby said. Um yeah, but considering that season 3 just started, like how many episodes was it on season 3? Because
Season 3 isn't out yet. Season 2 is though.
well, I'll put it this way, Gabby. If season 2 goes well, here's hoping season 3 might put Silver in there. I mean, heck, look at the new Sonic movie that's coming out next year. Like, it's already been cleared there's going to be a Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yep.
Obviously, but the question is, oh, and I actually know this is confirmed. Jim Carrey is making his final movie over there.
Yes.
I've looked up the cast and I seen Jim Carrey as Eggman.
Yep. But
And
Here's okay. Sorry, I'll let you go ahead.
I'm gonna say here's the crazy thing. He said he wasn't gonna go back there again.
Well, here's the thing. He said he might retire. Remember this key word, might. It's a maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And there was an interview of saying if they would let him play as the Eggman that he wants to play, aka Fat Eggman, then he would go in the cast. And knowing how they would do it, they're gonna do it.
Yep.
so for anyone who doesn't want spoilers, you should deafen now. But sorry to break it to you, Gabby. But as far as I know, there isn't going to be a silver. We're going to have some epic battles though in some new dimension. That's all I can say.
Well,
That I know.
Knuckles. Well, Knuckles. If season 2 goes back with a cliffhanger,
It did.
well, if it does and it goes for season 3, pretty sure they're gonna add Silver because hello, we probably got a small chance that Silver might be in there.
But
They
here's
didn't
my
even hint
question.
that though.
Here's my question to all of you. Who
Alright.
would you think would voice Shadow in the third Sonic movie?
Jack Black.
Hard.
He made a good Bowser. Come on. Let him
I'm
be
not,
Shadow.
whoa. First off, I am not Disney idea, but half the damn bloody times I probably would see. This is just opinion wise, but Knuckles Dread's idea, which I can go with that. But I wasn't thinking is either Keanu Reeves. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why.
I'm not. But here's my thought of saying this because I actually seen this on Twitter. Unfortunately, don't
What?
ask. I have people. There's been an ongoing thing for Jason Griffith to be potentially the voice actor for Shadow.
The original Shadow.
Yep, that one I can get. But the other two I was thinking of, and anybody in the comments don't hound on me, but I'm saying a famous YouTuber that goes by the name of Young Ye.
And
he is trying to do voice acting for a certain game that's from the Yakuza series, Kiryu Kazuma, the English dub, not the Japanese dub.
I've always think of the dubs of English and Japanese between Metal Gear always hits different.
Yep.
Because if you play the fourth one in the Japanese, truth be told, the actual voice actors are father and son who hadn't seen each other for over 10 years. They actually got emotional while playing the roles of Big Boss and Solid Snake.
I'll have to look that up. Now that I'm getting the curious intuition on this. Oh, speaking of which, Okay, Knuckles the Dread, I know that it has his music, but you, Shade, and Hero, and Nazo didn't answer y'all's question about y'all's music. That's the one thing I forgot.
Do you
That
have a favorite song or favorite genre?
For
exactly.
me, I don't have a favorite song. I particularly listen to music that are either rock and roll or orchestra or both.
I listen to just a mix of near enough everything at this bloody point.
And you, Nazo?
I prefer 80s rock pop, but there's other things that I listen to if we have to, because I also listen to gaming music as well.
So have I. I'm not the one to judge.
Yeah, like Kingdom Hearts and Tekken and Soul Calibur and Trails of Cold Steel and just to name a few gaming music. Sadly, I actually looked up AI covers of certain songs, and
Oh god, not
oh
the
my
AI.
god, they're not. Oh, good lord!
They're terrible,
Some
right?
of them I wish didn't exist.
Oh god, yeah, that's
Some of
Oh Lord, yeah, I've heard about it. Even upon artificial
Sonic, if
intelligence
you're out
myself.
there, please do us a favor and save the world from the AI covers. Destroy them.
Well, there is a thing though. I have been making sure I keep an eye out for more Tekken 8 trailers because so far, here's the thing about me. Me and my partner always keep an eye on video game news
Yep.
and
Oh, there
not,
is a channel I need to show you, Yellow Motion, that has done the shown the music for the stages and stuff for the Tekken 8 beta. Actually,
oh, hold that thought a minute. Gabby, I'm already ahead. I'm already ahead of you. I've already been knowing that. Besides, I've been keeping up this time because I got one birthday you just mentioned that I gotta do tomorrow. I got another one I gotta do Wednesday. So it's gonna be 2 in a row. I gotta do 2 birthdays.
mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a headache.
In advance, happy birthday to La Maya, however you say that.
I think she just goes by Queen, but however you want to do it. But anyway, yeah, that's 2 birthdays I gotta do to help out. So it's gonna be a damn doozy. But back to what I was saying. Now, me and my buddy Neo, we always had to search up a lot of video game newses when it comes to either like for Nazo, Tekken, a certain another friend of mine who was a famous VTuber and YouTube uh, content creator. We search up Final Fantasy. Any game in particular you ask for me or Neo to find for you, we deliver. It's basically delivering anybody their favorite game in their favorite genre. Also, and this is confirmed because I had to double check this. 3 things you might like: two, three childhood games that are coming back to being remade and or say remastered.
Ooh.
One being Tomba, the boy with the green pants and the pink hair,
Okay.
the Gex trilogy. Yes, you heard me right. And get this,
Ooh.
the Gex trilogy. The main actor who voiced Gex did a voice quote from Metal Gear Solid saying, "Kept you
Oh.
waiting, huh?" And
Waiting, huh?
yep, and lastly, you're gonna love this. Anybody remember the old cartoon of Inspector Gadget?
Yes.
Yes.
It's coming on September 14th. And it's a party game. If I
Oh
remember
boy.
correctly.
Oh Lord. I hope it's the Mario Party ripoff.
Oh, I'm gonna add one more bonus to this little plot. Mortal Kombat 1 just came out with the pack 1. Well, trailer pack 1.
I've heard
And
there was 3 new characters in there.
actually that would be hold that for the question. It'd be Quan Chi, Takeda, Peacemaker, Homelander, and Omni-Man.
Yeah, there you go. The last three, I mentioned there was going to be added new three.
And yes, the Peacemaker is John Cena in particular. Don't
I
ask.
know from Kick-Ass.
No. Actually, John Cena wasn't in Kick-Ass. Peacemaker was from Suicide Squad.
That's what I said, a rip-off version of Kick-Ass.
Oh. Also, don't. I am relaxed, Gabby. I'm just a little bit on the. I'm just a little bit hyped up because of the whole trying to get things ready. I'm being funny and being crazy. You know what I mean? And also a question for myself and for Dread and Hero.
Yeah, you two can answer while we wait for Dread to come back, and then Dread can answer it when he comes back.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
The question is, if you could live in any universe, which would you stay at?
Oh God, you're gonna make me choose one out of the many I would want to do. No, nah.
Oh,
There's plenty. There's plenty.
Also, hi,
there's
Crystal.
multiple
Hello,
that
Crystal.
we all want to live in.
Yeah, also, hi, Crystal.
Oh, there's many. Damn.
Okay. First off, in proper defense, that's hard to say. I probably live in the Mobian world because one, considering that I'm a Mobian right now, also with the Helsing insignia and marker and everything, I'd probably live there because my wife serves a Tamric along with my adopted child, Kit Kasune the Fox, and lastly, my daughter, Crystal. Well, she's also another Tamric, to be precise, but also has the same wings as myself.
Oh, I just got that weird feeling all over me. You know when you get that weird, when you get that weird feeling all over your body, like when you just get this shiver up the back of your spine.
Well,
you get those
allow
too?
me. I mean, allow me to clarify it another way. You see, I live in a world where it's just all humans, but also deal with different demons and vampires. Considering that I am a vampire of many, it's a Helsing kind of way, if you put it that. But
I would say it's more of a Castlevania style.
That in your case, Castlevania would be medieval times. Me, it's where I had to deal with Germany with a little bit of a mix between enemies that are from Germany. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it for the fact of it. Just look up Helsing Ultimate to understand that concept.
Spoken in Deutsch.
Just German if you want to be particular. But look, I'm not gonna go detail with that. Anyway,
Spoken in Deutsch.
Yeah. Anyway, just to get back to what I'm saying. Like I said, I was once human, but since I entered the Mobian world, I'm now a Mobian, which makes me a Alucard Helsing the Bat.
That makes sense. What I was saying earlier, it's a German translation of saying, "Do you speak German?"
Oh,
Spoken in Deutsch.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. That. No, I don't. I only speak. I'm half Hispanic, and I only know a little Spanish. And also, Crystal, we're doing good. Me and the other just chilling and stuff. And also, Knuckles of Dread.
Knuckles is back.
All right, Knuckles of Dread. Our friend Dark Edge has left a question for three of us, but three of us already answered. The question was, if you could live in any universe, which would you stay at?
I would stand my own. Thank you very much.
There you go. Dark Edge.
There you go.
I wonder if I have any questions coming up.
Yeah. Anyway, how's your wife doing and your kid?
Oh, they're
Ooh, let's see. For my wife and my children, actually, I forgot to mention I actually do have a daughter as well.
Yeah, you only told me you had one, your son.
Well, sorry, I had too much things going on my plate. You see, I was trying to keep in contact with my wife. You know
Yes,
how hard
Pubs.
it is to communicate from different universes with
Yes, because
shitty equipment?
remember, I am dating two other people from two different universes.
I know, he told me about it, and the last one was
Right?
rejected because he had feelings from a partner for Broly's.
Okay, so that's three. So what?
Jeez.
Okay, then.
Yeah, just to let you know, Hero,
I'm not
Broly,
even.
just to
I'm.
let you know, Beerus is with Chili now.
No,
I'm just gonna say this now. I already saw that coming.
and I would say the same thing too.
At
Like
least
honestly,
he's the one that ended the relationship and not me, because otherwise he would have probably not liked the fact that I was with Yukiko and Laura and Starline and him. Ugh.
why did I thought? I thought you were gonna say Sterling for a second. Why did I think you were gonna say that?
Again, Starline and I are married. We're the only ones that are married.
hold that thought. Gabby says, "Hero, do you like stars with your friends or love?"
So stargazing, what do you think of that? Would you prefer just with friends or romantic? Because this goes for anyone who has a partner.
Wait, repeat that again. Sorry, because I'm a little bit distracted right now.
Let
Okay,
me let me explain it to him.
go
Do
for it.
you like stars with your friends or love?
I think with my friends, maybe. I, I guess you could say that. I don't know.
I mean, that's kind of a weird one because he does have a son named Star.
Jeez,
I
what
mean,
is this?
I think Gabby's like, I made a star sky.
Yeah, I know what I know what it means.
Oh, Jesus, dog, what are you doing?
Okay, so we have another question from Dark Edge. And it's to all of us this time, thank goodness.
Okay.
All right.
So if we could have a student to mentor, who would you choose?
Mm-hmm.
I guess whoever wants to be mentored to become a plundering pirate.
It really don't matter to me
Well,
because, but I'm gonna put it this way: if they can keep up with the Hellsing insignia and the same vampire pirates along with guns, I'm pretty sure no matter who it be, I'm I it be anyone.
to be honest, if I do have to be honest, there's a couple that I would. Well, there's a couple that I would do from a couple of different areas. If I was to talk about from the Mobius thing, it would actually not just be particularly one person. It would be a mixture of two people,
Okay.
which would be Sonic and Shadow if they were mixed together. The only
So,
reason why the only reason why I say that is because I've had to deal with things a lot more bigger than they are, and I'm not going to go into details because you guys will be bones by the time I'm finished talking, so we're not going to do that.
so what you're saying is you're training a fusion named Shattuck, am I right?
Look, if a single being is stronger than a fusion, then you know there are problems. That's all I have to say.
That is true.
Also,
Hmm?
Hero, no offense, dude, but They probably one of them would be Bones, and me on the other hand couldn't because hello, the vampire immortality thing, and I barely would age to a certain. I wouldn't age a
I
certain.
know I'm not. I know I'm not one with the best with jokes, but you get the point. And the
Don't get me wrong. It is a good one. It is a good one.
He
I'll
means
give you
it
that.
figuratively, not literally.
and the other one would be from someone from Dragon Ball. It would actually be Gohan. I would actually not mind giving him a good long while for doing it, because the man keeps doing the skips.
To me,
Well,
I would have the similar answers as heroes, but with the last part, I would rather train would be Broly.
Well, yeah, especially the current Broly. The current Broly needs a lot of work.
yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, though, and Shade, since you even mentioned it, or anybody mentioned about Beerus game with Chile, uh,
Don't worry, he's getting over it. I've already chat with him about it.
yeah, but if you see other videos, the last time with Broly seeing Beerus with Chile, trust me.
Oh, don't worry. I know how angry he is. And quite frankly, I don't blame him. I could get angry like him too.
Yeah, but here's the thing. There was a way to calm him down the last time. And please don't take that in context. But okay, I was watching this video one time where Broly was seeing that, and every time he saw that, when he said "kitty," like you know how the other Broly would say Kakarot all the time. The Broly,
I know.
the Broly in Super would be saying "kitty," and he almost getting so bloody angry. He was about to blow up the Castle Corp along with the universe. And lastly, Vegeta had to throw a waffle at him just to calm him down.
A waffle.
A waffle, really?
Oh, bloody waffle.
You have to understand something. If you know Dragon Ball Super, the dude eats. The dude barely eats. The dude barely eats. Barely eats a lot. Like he gets hungry. He's like Goku.
Don't worry. The Broly that I know is from Super, but I took custody for him so he can evolve from trauma that he went through from his father to an actual being that is actually smart to a warrior.
I mean, Saiyans do literally have what's called a ball in the stomach, so they can probably eat an entire planet and they would be fine.
Also,
I can relate because I have an appetite like one.
Also, hold that thought. Gabby asked me a question. What is your favorite ice cream flavor? You had to be obvious for me. It's vanilla. But
I'm agreeing. I'm agreeing with the vampire. Vanilla.
But if I wanted to make it a little more like Reese Cup kind, I would say vanilla dipped in chocolate.
So a sundae.
No. Ice cream sundae would be different ice cream flavors.
Yeah, not just
pretty
one.
much.
Yeah,
it's not just one.
Basically, my buddy Neil took me over to this place called Dairy Queens, which is different from me when I was in there chilling with Integra. He told me you should try the vanilla dipped in chocolate. I said, all right, I'll bite. So he had to give me this vanilla dipped in chocolate because you should see what people do in Dairy Queen. They dip the vanilla into the chocolate. And let me tell you, the first time I tried it, it was awesome.
I've actually tried it. It's actually pretty good. But here's a little thing I like to do. You see, with the chocolate, you can put it very well with strawberries. So I put some bit of strawberries within that, put them together, and enjoy the thing with my day. Because after all, chocolate and strawberries do make a good combo together.
Trust me, Gabby. I go to Dairy Queens now that Alucard got me hooked to that. I really would mix it more often.
I would actually like to try that. Did you say it was vanilla and what? Sorry.
And
Dipped in
chocolate,
dipped in chocolate.
I would actually
vanilla.
like to try that.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's good.
Just if it just to give you context, like I said, if you want vanilla and chocolate, just go to Dairy Queens, ask them to just order vanilla dipped in chocolate, and trust me, you will not go wrong. Highly recommend it.
Okay.
Especially for a hot summer day when you're
It,
relaxing at the beach. That's a good thing to cool off with.
Exactly. But but also, considering my wife and kids, they're fine. I I just make sure to and not to mention
Oh,
the Stargaze thing. I mean, half the times it'd be with my friends, but the other half the times it'd be my wife.
looks like I got a text from my wife. She said she's doing good. The battle that she had to go through with my son is finally over.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. The only time my wife will pop in, if she pops in later at a later time, because right now, different time zones and all that, and not to mention,
She
it,
does appear out in the middle of nowhere a couple of times.
that's the same concept for me than you think. It's just the thing is though, I it's half the times that I have to keep an eye on Crystal every time I'm just babysitting while my wife's sleeping.
Listen, I deal with a complication thing. I'm married to a goddess of destruction, and my son is a half god of destruction and a half mortal.
Shade, dude. I mean, Shady. No offense, dude. I'm married to a Tamric that can shoot lightning.
Listen,
I have an adoptive son that shoots water, and I have a daughter that is basically have the same powers like me and my wife, and has
listen.
wings on
If
the
you
back.
know, if you know the terms of a god of destruction, you know how powerful they can be. You would not understand.
Dude.
Okay. Chillax.
Okay.
Chillax, ladies and gentlemen, please, because I've got a question. This is a question that's kind of been bugging me for about half a day now.
Okay.
What is it?
If there was an old console game that you played as a kid and you wanted it brought back, what would it be?
Which is very
Ooh.
possible. Most of them actually still exist. You know, you could just Google it.
Now
you know-
that's a good question. That is a very good question because can it be multiple?
Mm, if you can choose one if you want, but if you have, I'll give you a maximum of 3. You're not going over that
Oh
because we'll be
boy.
here for 10 years.
Okay, 3. That's good. All right. So what I want is Mario Kart Double Dash. That's the best Mario Kart game without the franchise.
Okay.
Well, for
In his
me,
opinion.
And I do need a remastery of Punch Out. Don't ask why.
no comment, but fair enough. What the hell?
And another one, ooh, it would have to be an old fighting game I used to play. Be called Killer Instinct.
Killer Instinct rings a bell. Okay.
And that's it.
Oh,
It's
okay
Mario
then.
Kart Double Dash, Punch Out, and Killer Instinct.
Interesting.
Because you see, the first one, that was the first ever Mario game I ever played. It was Mario Kart Double Dash. And Punch Out is because it's memorable, and I wish I have the Mike Tyson's version of it.
Yep. But anyway, for me, The only ones I would see is the PS1, 2, 3, and the original Xbox, because one original Xbox I like is Jet Set Radio Future.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Interesting.
And PS1 wise, I say Tomba 1 and 2, Evil Swap Returns, and Ape Escape. PS2 wise, PS2 wise, I'd be saying all the Metal Gear games, including Ape Escape,
Well,
and pretty much more you could think of. But the PS3, there's too many to count, so sorry.
with
Yeah.
the
Okay.
PS2 thing,
That's fair.
okay, yeah, but I'll tell you this: good news. There is a remastery coming from Metal Gear Solid 3.
I already know, and I'm looking forward to it because I'm thinking of me and my partner Neo, and if I'm lucky, to bring a few guests with me to do a live stream of the Metal Gear Collection, which is Volume 1, on October 24th.
Okay,
Hmm.
interesting. But the thing is, for the remastery, the old one is perfect. What I want is the upscale of graphics, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Don't
But
change
let's
the
be honest
animation.
here. We're
Don't
not.
change the
If it's gonna be
style.
a remaster type thing, they're gonna be changing things.
Look, here's the thing,
Uh,
though. Here's the thing, though. It made very good sales with the old processor of SMG3. I call it SMG for short.
Also, Nazo, you gotta understand something. Even if Konami was gonna do that, there's one thing you got to understand. Konami's already been getting backlash because of the whole you know what incident with the whole that. And
Are
ever
you
since,
talking
and
about?
I'm not that for the record's sake, don't say it, but yes. The point is though,
Not every
there
remastered game is being completely altered. There are some that keep being exactly as they are. They're just making it look more fancy, or they're updating the graphics to make it look more futuristic or something like
look,
that.
I'm gonna put it this way. After Metal Gear Survive and a bunch of other bullshit to go around with that I'm gonna leave right off the bat. Um, they're trying to redeem themselves. And yes, without Kojima, it would be a disaster, but they're trying to do something to make this right. So here's hoping the remaster collection will put them back on map. And I'm gonna say it now that if they mess up if the volume one's messed up, I'm gonna be mad. That's gonna be the same thing with two. And if they mess up even the other one that's called Delta, yeah, not just me. There's gonna be a whole bunch of fans gonna be beyond livid and want war because this is a game that Kojima had worked so hard back then before he got the boot. So
And did you know that some of the Metal Gear Solid scenes are actually inspired by some American films?
yep, that much I know. You forget I'm a dude who always had a good reason to listen and watch the stories unfold one by one, each by their own series to their numbers,
I
sequels
just grew
included.
I just grew up with some bit of Metal Gear. I didn't understand it as a kid, but now I understand it as a man, unfortunately.
Uh, trust me, been there too.
As for Hero's question, I suppose as you strongly recommend that I do Sonic 3 and Knuckles because I'm in it. Uh, he also
Okay.
recommended Sonic Adventure, though I guess the unfortunate part is that all I'm doing is just flying around collecting shards for the Master Emerald. And then she is also recommending, I think you guys mentioned that the Assassin's Creed thing, because
Yeah,
apparently I
trust.
get to at least battle all the time. Because lately, aside from the Egg Councils coming to give us a great battle, I haven't had much here.
Well, trust me. that is a good recommendation because one, the outfit you wear as an Assassin's Creed is pretty awesome. Not to mention,
yes, I've apparently Resi saying that I'm gonna love the legendary Edward outfit. It screams me.
Edward Kenway. Yeah, I know. For
The fact of it is, I am still playing Black Flag as we are all talking about this.
speaking of which, I wouldn't mind Altair's costume or Incio Auditory's costume, but
Ooh.
I would like to mix it with one thing from Rogue.
Oh yes, that one also Rose is recommending as well.
Yeah, there's one costume I would mix. I would definitely mix it with, and anybody can tell you which costume it would be, but I gotta find the name of it first because I lost track of the name.
Okay, I'm just gonna let these guys sail by because I'm not doing anything.
Okay, basically the one costume had the one with the samurai katana and the wakasashi, if I remember carefully. It was from Rogue.
Hmm.
I would go mixing with that outfit between Altair and or NCL Auditory. The only fitting it would be just to have Altair's sword on my back and the two swords on on my the where you could pull your sword out thing.
Yeah.
I would have that. The knife
Very.
the knives however, you already you know where I want them. Wrist blade under the wrist. So yeah, that would be my best.
Ah. I gotta say, I like the idea.
Oh, trust me, I know a lot of combinations.
Fair play, then.
I mean, come on, you're talking to a vampire who has two guns and it can use magic.
Mm-hmm.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Not not wizard. It's the
I know
fact
where
of
you're going there.
it's
I
basically
know where he was going there.
it's basically the Cromwell.
So
Hero,
a curse
you
from the
thinking what
devil
I'm
that gave
thinking?
you powers.
I would say probably look up the story on how I was introduced because my
Oh, I know
boss.
how you were. Integra found you in the basement. You had a thirst for you were dying, and she gave you a drop of blood. You woke up, killed the guy that tried to kill her. You're like, hey, I'll do you a favor if you can get me more food.
Yeah, but the only thing is though, she did manage to shoot that guy who wanted to take the master's house.
Hmm. Did Shade want to ask me something just beforehand?
No, I was saying you thinking what I am thinking.
I don't know what you're thinking right now, okay? Well, our brains are not interlinked.
Listen, what it was happening earlier when Alcar was mentioning something with two guns, with blades, and a
Okay.
bunch of other things. You know what that reminds me of?
Okay, what does it remind you of?
Devil May Cry.
Devil.
My brother, you hit the favorite right in the middle, brother. You hit the favorites.
Listen, the reason why I like Devil May Cry, it has kick-ass soundtrack. There's been a bunch of memes with the soundtrack, and I like the design of Dante and Virgil.
Oh
Now,
yeah, you.
okay, I get what you're saying. Dante with two guns, which that's one, and him with a big ass sword called the Rebellion. The other one,
Right.
the other one would be Virgil with swords and just fists and shooting daggers.
Hey,
Near
that's what
Yes.
I want.
and last one is Neuro with a sword and a six-shooter revolver, which is well, yeah, a big one.
A
That
magnum.
is
Yep.
That is quite a powerful gun. If you don't hold it right, you're gonna
You're gonna lose a hand.
Yeah, but here's the other thing about Nero's sword. That thing revs up.
Hmm.
So is that a chainsaw?
Not a chainsaw, dude.
You
Like,
said it revs up. It's the first thing that came to mind.
well,
What were you thinking of? Texas Chainsaw?
Yes, I seen
not
that.
not that
Bruh.
not that kind of rev up. It was kind of like you're about to rev up a motorcycle.
Oh, even better.
Oh, hold on.
Don't be
Question.
don't.
Oh, hold that thought, hero. Question for all of us because it's from Dark Edge. What do y'all of the area known as Starfall Island? Or at least Starfall Island.
What do we think of it? I think they're meaning. Or no, I don't know.
Okay, how about I put this in proper term where it can be understand? Like, what are we known about the areas of Starfall Islands, or what do we think of it? I mean, I've never been there, sadly.
I never heard of it, so you're asking the wrong Knuckles.
That's a nice thing.
Okay. He's like saying, "What do you think of it?"
I don't really know.
I honestly am not sure because I hadn't went to that territory yet.
What do you? What about you, Nazo, old buddy, old pal? What do you think of it?
Well, I've actually been through there, so they're interesting. Would I go there again? No. They do need to improve on, I would say, some things, but it is good. I wish that the islands wouldn't be, after going, because there's 5 of them. I wish that they would be the same size instead of, oh, here's the first island, second island's bigger, third's bigger, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And
So what do you do on these islands? Are you searching for treasure, or are you trying to investigate something? What is up with these islands? I need to know so I can go there. You have my interest.
Yeah.
Well, trying not to spoil for people that haven't
Yeah,
played.
don't spoil it too much for folk.
Well,
but
I never been to the island, so sorry.
Same.
Oh, hold on. Gabby's like to everyone, have you tried a mini hot dog with bacon and brown sugar? We made
No.
we made an idea like last time, and it was so good. You should try it. Okay. Before anybody goes to that, proper defense, I tried a mini hot dog, but with bacon and brown sugar. No thanks.
Is it the same
I've
thing
tried
as
a mini hot dog, but not with that stuff. No.
Listen,
I have actually made a homemade pizza. So
I actually have not, and quite frankly, if I were to try it, it would not be the best taste. But if it's the only thing I have to eat, I'll just grit my teeth and eat. But the things that I would like to eat, however, is, have some bit of spicy stuff, add it to your pizza. You can have it as meat lovers.
mm-hmm.
Rosie
Or
Rose just
classic
told me I have
pepperoni.
enough calories I consume as it is, so she's saying no, I should not have a mini hot dog with brown sugar and bacon. It would be too much for me. I would end up causing havoc if I got sugar in my system.
Oh boy.
I know one way to calm him down if in case he has sugar. Just add the 0 sugar. But hey, it's not a bad thing, Gabby. If it's a thing you like,
not.
we're not judging you.
We haven't tried it, and
yeah, I mean,
basically.
Yeah, and I never tried anything like that. So, but
I mean, hey, if you like it, then good for you. I'm glad you enjoyed that.
See,
yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay, well, I'll I'll give one of y'all a question because since you know.
Yeah, I'm not going to be on here for much longer anyway. It's getting
Yeah, we've been going
Uh,
for over an hour, so
yeah, I'm probably gonna have to vomit us because of other things. Not to
Well,
mention,
in a few, we're going to be ending anyway because I only
so
go
Well,
for
go
yeah.
ahead and ask Alucard.
podcasts anyway.
all right, okay, for all of us, anyone like, what would be the best thing to watch that can make you laugh so hard that you would probably either A, fall off the bed or your chair?
Oh god. I mean, there's one thing I really find funny is road rage. I don't know why. I love watching road rage.
Well, if I can recommend something, now bear in mind, my buddy Zach the Vampog, a brother of mine,
Two.
he did do a live stream of Doom, which is the first one.
Does it count watching the 8 council arguing with each other and beating each other up all because they can't decide to conquer and divide?
You mean divide and conquer?
No, they conquer first and then they divide. It's how they made that whole yoke thing. That's what apparently Sonic told me.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my.
Hold up. Out of all people out of all people of the eight council who do understand that shit, and I mean, pardon my term, are they that fucking stupid? Like
That's what
it is divide and conquer, not conquer and the.
Yeah, that's what they said. They said, and I quote, conquer, then divide. And apparently it was the baby's idea.
Jeez,
What?
even I am a tactical person when it comes to combat, and I say there's over 9,999 flaws within that statement.
Okay. I have to agree with. I had to agree with Shady on that one. Even I know damn well that people are just fucking stupid.
They
Yeah.
are. They counsel, even though they claim themselves to be the smartest beings in the universe. I'm not even that dumb. I'm all about the conquering part, not about the dividing, though.
Look,
I can't even add.
I mean, look, I'm in the same intelligent department as Neo, and we both know the proper term is divide and conquer.
Even
Yeah.
I were to
Conquer
know it
right
as a
around.
baby.
I mean, they were arguing over who was going to conquer the entire place, and they're like, no, how about we divide it? But first, we need to conquer it.
No, you're making another Cold War. You're
That's what they
making
did.
another Cold War.
Yeah,
Okay.
they had their own Cold War. So
Okay. Okay. No offense, but the eight council needs to disappear because one, every time I hear him arguing back, every time you hear him arguing back and forth to either conquer and divide or this bullshit, I feel like just grabbing my guns and saying, you know what, that's it. I'm putting an end to this.
oh, don't worry. Very soon, when Sonic figures out how the whole shard puzzle thing goes together, I think they'll disappear, go back to how it was, and I'll probably forget it even happened.
Well, here's the thing though, and y'all don't hold this against me, but thing is though, the fact that the only Eggman I know is the one that hanged out with Starline, which not Nazo's Starline, but
Yeah.
the Starline that I know.
Mhm.
There's so
Basically,
many.
basically a friend of mine who is also an EXE, but is also a good friend of mine, Melodia. She run me the details about what Starline and Eggman did for the Zombot virus, the metal virus.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I read about that.
And to give you a long story short, I was on a warpath wanting to get rid of not just Eggman, but Starline and Zeddy. And let me remind you, what really broke me into a blood fury rage was the fact they did that to Cream. Cream the rabbit, for God's sake!
Not the innocent little bunny friend.
Yeah, and even though I went too far after I took down just Eggman and Starline and all the Zeddy, I felt bad because another friend of mine who was also another person from another world, a demon slayer named Muzan, he had a thing for Xena, and I felt bad, and me and Neo felt bad too because one, I don't take personal to shoot a woman. I don't. But when it comes to just feeling too bad for him, and it makes me feel like I went too far, I had to do something right. So I hop into another universe, which is called Xenosaga, which is another old classic game that I would recommend. It's also was a DLC for the Xenoblade Chronicles. So
Okay.
to cut to the chase, I brought the android body that's called Cosmos, aka the girl with the blue hair with the whole minigun and the laser thing, whatever. I brought it back, took took a soul of Xena, which is the Zeti thing. I transferred a soul into Cosmos' body, which is Xena being in Cosmos' body, and well, she's got a new look and a new life.
I understood only half of that, and I'm not going to question, but we have one more. We have one
All
more
right,
question picking up.
Yeah, one more.
All right.
It's to all from Dark Edge. What do you guys think of the April Fool's game, The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog?
that is a good question. It's a good
Hmm.
game. It's a good game, and I did a live stream of it with a friend of mine.
So did
Who,
I.
yeah, the one I did it with was a character that my buddy Neo Infinite said that it was a person of the OC named Alice, who is also a journalist, but also solves mysteries.
Hmm.
What I didn't get is why did they enter a train that Eggman made?
Hard to say on that one, but overall the game was pretty good, and considering how far I went all the way to complete the game after on part two. It was the only one was part one.
I did it in one go, in one stream.
Yeah, but mind you, like comparing how many hours, it was all the way to right around 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning. And I
5 hours. That's how long the game's actually is. 5 hours long.
yeah,
To
but
me, I haven't
but
played the game, but I've heard a friend of mine played it. He
it's
said it was all right.
it's a free game. It's also got some good Easter eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I understand that. And a friend of mine told me it is free. And
Mm-hmm.
he actually played it for quite some time, actually, to be exact. He told me it was, oh, really? Because he hadn't found the Easter eggs yet.
Also, you think
You got
ability,
cut out, so you might want to repeat yourself one more time there.
and your avatar's gone too.
Avatar?
Yeah, internet
Why is
connection.
it gone?
Your icon.
Yeah,
Huh.
you're just a blank, but if we're about to end soon, anyways.
Yeah,
There you
Fine.
go.
There
Can
we
you see it
go.
now?
yeah, we
Yep.
see it.
All right, cool. Well, the thing's already ending, so, like, the point is not valid, really.
Yeah,
All right,
But
Hero. What did you think of the game?
I found it interesting. I've just never got the chance to playing it. Like a lot of things.
yeah, I can
I
understand
personally
that.
agree. I'm with him on that.
Just saw Let's Plays.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Well, anyway, pretty much that's all the questions that's going to be answered.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I think we're gonna end it here. Because I gotta get back to training myself. So everyone sign off one by one.
Knuckles, you go first, dude.
This is Knuckles the Dread, and if you see Sonic, tell him he owes me one crystal. Rather, it is the real version or some kind of impersonation to keep me happy.
And this has been the Bird of Hermes, Alucard Helsing. I hope you do enjoy this podcast.
And
And I will see you next time. Stay safe and strong, my Devil King Army. Farewell for now.
and this is Shade. Thank you for inviting me over here, Nazo. You'll
Mhm.
need to work on your training a little more. I've seen your progress is going so well.
Right.
Thank you for letting me into your podcast. It's been really great. I'll try to come up next time. So Stay strong, fellow warriors, and stay safe.
Well, this is Hero the Hedgehog. I'm signing off now, and I'm also going to, keep blowing stuff up. So, I'm going to have fun doing this.
I'll join you.
All right.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, and this is Nazo the Hedgehog signing off. Thank you guys again for watching this podcast, and stay tuned for more podcasts in the future. Make sure you comment, rate, subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss a video from me and the others here. And yeah, see you guys next time. Goodbye.